We're back playing more Randomizer. I need more Randomizer. You guys love it. I love it. This has been the thing we've been doing for quite a long time. I forgot to skip the prologue. Wait, hold on. Everything's wrong. Hold on. I should have fixed it. Let's try it again. We're playing Cornivus. This is a cool preset that... There we go. Starts us with all of the wolf relics, very similar to the Lycanthrope preset that everybody knows and loves. But it's going to start us inside the second castle. That's the twist. And this is a starting room that you very rarely see, I feel like. So, in this preset, is it worth going all the way to creature, I wonder? Also, you can dive kick that candle from there. I wonder. I would like the Fury Plate if I can. Thank you. Fury Plate is going to help me quite a bit. Well, the other thing you start with is a bunch of stat potions. So because of this, I do think it's worth going out of my way to try and kill creature. Even though I only have the short sword. I wonder... Hold on. Hear me out. Getting the warp might be valuable. I doubt it, because if I kill creature, there's no reason for me to come back here. I'm hoping I can get a better weapon here. As well as some experience, maybe. Pentagram will help. Maybe I should be just punching this guy. Bruh. Katana! There we go. Something. And Basilard. And reverse library card! Well. Y'all know what time it is. Time to farm like it's a chrysogram. Plus we're getting levels, so... I think it's valuable to do this. Plus, I used the attack potion. Might as well get some value out of it. Get that library card. All right. I think that was a pretty valuable detour. If I don't say so myself. That is the fun part about these second castle starts, is you do have to make some interesting early game decisions about how you're going to go about, you know, certain stuff. And then we get the Joseph cloak. Get creature out of the way. It was nothing! Okay, well now I have an idea. And people are going to call me an insane person for doing this. Oh, God. Do the watermelon cloak. If somebody drops 5 subs right now, I'll do the watermelon cloak. Sure, why not? What do I look like? Some sort of monkey on the screen that does whatever you says and dance? And also... Because first of all, if I look like that... Yeah, if Valorant doesn't give me 5 subs right now, I'm going to expose their evil cabal live on stream. I look like a professional clown. Thank you. Clowning should be a respected profession, all right? It's not easy clowning around. Everyone thinks that clowning around is, you know, just clowning around. Also, I want to see what the beam skeletons drop other than the tier thing. Okay. Should I even go this way? This is a bait. I'm not going to go this way. I'm going this way. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Whee! Would be funny if I full cleared second castle. I considered it, but I needed to get the warp if I wanted to do that. And I strictly said, getting the warp's a bad idea. But now I realize, no, getting the warp would have been a decent idea if I planned on full clearing second castle. Instead, my plan is to kind of like not full clear, but instead do this. Which is I'm going to kill Trio, grab the warp, kill Akmadon, all that crap. Also, I kind of want a better weapon. I mean, I'm doing okay, but this Luminous is going to help quite a bit. Perfect. 61. I'll probably use my strength potion here, to be honest, and probably my intelligence potion as well. Or an intelligence potion, smart potion. So that way my Tetra Spirits do dummy damage. Come on. There we go. As my Polycule's official jester, I agree they should take them E more seriously. That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh, we're going this way. Do Baladro Jokers get paid? I mean, you have to pay for them, so I hope that they're seeing some of that cash, you know? Yeah, shoutouts to Ralph Belmont, my favorite Belmont. Yeah, Trevor wishes he was as cool as Ralph, everyone's favorite Belmont. Whee! Don't disrespect Ralph like that. Yeah, be nice to Ralph. He's trying his best. How many people in chat are just like, what the fuck are they talking about? Who the fuck is Ralph? Turquoise? Yo, is that the Red Rust? The best weapon in the game? Yeah, real ones now. Front page when Ralph discussion comes up. I can't wait. We gotta save some interesting talking points for the front page stream. If we're on the front page of Twitch, I want it to get as weird as possible, okay? Why is the preset called Cornivus? I believe Cornivus is a reference to the first werewolf in some legend. I'm poisoned. Somebody thinks Cornivus is the first werewolf. I don't know who. Bro, get this freaking gas cloud away from me! I'm dead. Well, you win some, and you also lose some. Can I get more defense this way? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Fury Plate. Never mind, we're chilling. This guy's got the freaking Dracula music. He means business. Oh, thank God we got our friggin' gold ring. So worth it. I'm starting to think that my route through the second castle wasn't that great. Maybe I should have just... I don't know. I think it's mostly because we haven't found anything useful.
Stop talking to
Buyer's
me!
remorse, etc., etc. How's it going? Anything for the 5 gifted subs? Oh, wait, didn't I say I was gonna watermelon cloak? I'll do the watermelon cloak. You asked so nicely with your money.
Didn't count?
Also, Valorant, fuck
You're
you.
smoking my penis right now.
Valorant, smoke my penis. There we go. Beautiful. Melon time. Delicious. Watermelon. No, we hate Valorant because those greedy fucks are only gifting 1 sub at a time. They could be gifting way more. Do you play Castlevania on console, Xbox, or have MUPC? I do both. When I'm playing randomizers, I'm usually playing on emulator, just because it's more convenient. But when I'm doing speedruns that aren't randomized, I play on an Xbox, because it's the fastest console. Now, to be honest, we haven't done real speedruns in quite a while. Ow. Friggin'... Although I do want to take a look at glitchless again. It's been like, what, 5 years since I've done glitchless speedruns? And like the strats are way different now. At least I assume they are. Gravity boots. Okay, we got something out of this. Whee! Sick jump. Oh, this is my first, first save. I didn't realize. Is there any new tech in glitchless? I'd have to double check, because I'm going to be honest, I haven't really been keeping up with it. As much as I wish I could just spend all of my time focusing on and researching like speedrun stuff for this game, I just haven't had the time, sadly. How did I like Silksong? Game is good. It pissed me off in many ways, but the game is good. It's a very frustrating, evil game made by satanic, sadistic bastards. But I enjoyed like 99% of it. Better to be pissed off than pissed on? Depends. You're so real for that. That's just how I feel. I like the game a lot. Even though they did evil, dirty, awful things to me. I feel that way about Hollow Knight in general. They somehow made it worse than Silksong. They said all of the evil things we did in the first Hollow Knight game, we're going to make them even more evil. And honestly, what was I going to do to stop them? I just had to sit there and take it. What was I going to do? Turn the game off and not play Hollow Knight Silksong? I liked Hollow Knight more just for the environments. Silksong looked almost the same throughout. Yeah, I could see that. There was definitely a couple of things where I felt like they made the world more cohesive, but by doing so, they made a lot of the areas look very samey. Like the transitions between areas made them feel a little samey, but there's also a lot of unique stuff. So I don't know if I 100% agree with that. I do think the areas in Silksong might be less varied than in the original, but I have to actually like look at the full maps and like do a zone by zone analysis. Oh, thank God. I went out of my way for that fucking demon guard. They released Silksong so I would stop saying it's vaporware. Dude, let's be real. It might as well have been for the last 7 years. Nice. I'm gonna bark at these stupid flea riders. Let me at them. Don't need that. We got to hear the whole song. Very rarely do we hear the whole friggin' Coliseum theme. Library card? Oh, wow. I mean, I already have a few, but still. Speaking of, I probably will end up using one. And mana prisms? Dude, bloody zombies are freaking loaded. Yeah, I think I am going to have to, at some point, try and distill my thoughts about Silksong into a video. Maybe. But I haven't 100%ed the game, so it might take a while. But also, I don't know. Part of me is like, does my opinion even matter at this point? Meh. Part of me is kind of just tired of the review/opinion culture of video gaming. Why do I think it doesn't matter? It's just, I'm just kind of tired of the general culture around people who share their opinions about video games for a living and the audiences that follow those people. Because it's like, at the end of the day, how people decide to enjoy their digital toys is one thing, you know? People get way too passionate about it. Where it's like hard for me to detach the idea of like, at the end of the day, it's a $20 video game from a company, you know, small indie dev team, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, it's toxic. I'm trying to beat around the bush a little bit, but it's kind of, it can be pretty toxic. And also a big part of it feels like just people looking for people to confirm their own biases and echo their exact feelings back to them, which is like, I don't know. Maybe I'm brain broken. Maybe I had too much freaking Tylenol or whatever growing up. But to me, it feels like if the entirety of your media diet is just people who already agree with you all the time, like, what's the point? Eat my balls! That's gonna be a new sub alert. I already know it. Thank you, Ryan's Guard. I appreciate you. Like, I would hope people watch me and sometimes will just, like, listen to the dumb shit that I spew out of my mouth and go, yeah, I don't agree with that, but whatever. It's a different perspective, I guess. Validation is addictive. I mean, yeah, tell that to ChatGPT 4. Hey, ChatGPT, I think I'm the second coming of Christ, and everything I do should be written in tomes for the end times. ChatGPT responding, being like, honestly, that's very brave of you to say, and your feelings are valid. You really are the next Messiah. I refuse when people say Final Fantasy is a good game. The problem is there's 12,000 Final Fantasies. Which one, crazy? Which one? You can't just say Final Fantasy. There's too many of them. So the reason I'm killing this guy is because I need to kill all the bosses, by the way. Final Fantasy Ds, that's my favorite one, personally, but... Also, I didn't realize this. I was talking about the Final Fantasy Tactics Evil East Chronicles yesterday. And I was like, man, I can't wait for that game. That's going to be fun. And then I look up the Steam page because I haven't like wish listed the game or anything yet. And I'm like, $50? The fuck? I didn't like that. So progression is in the library, I think. Yeah. $50! The fuck is that? Original PS1 pricing? I'm probably still going to get it, but I'm going to be upset about it, so. Anyways. Can I do it? Why am I not doing it? There. Come on. There it is. Right? No? No! I was trying to do the magnetic chair trick. Anyways. Whatever. Also, I'm not much of a JRPG guy. Tactics RPGs. Would I break open candles for $50? I'd consider it. Although I say tactics RPGs, but I don't know what it is about Fire Emblem, but I've tried a couple Fire Emblem games, and it's like, maybe I'm not horny enough, and I need to try the newer ones and get horny enough, but man. Maybe that's my problem. I just need to do the dating sim shit. Alrighty, I'm just gonna library card. Isn't Harper... I could have been using, like, better swords this whole time. I mean, Gurthang's pretty damn good. Am I gonna play it on stream? I kind of want to, Tipo. Let me talk to this guy. I should just buy whatever this is first. Okay, never mind. There was nothing here. I'm scammed. All my money is gone. Karma coin worth $10 bajillion. Vorpal blade is probably just going to be the purchase. Double Vorpal blade. Double Varda. Double Vorpal. It's the streamer. You're doing the same speedrun. Hey, we just saw you do this speedrun. No, it's different now. Why is it different? I don't know. Because I said so. Because I have wolf movement. That's how it's different. Okay, Vlad Relic. Nice. I have 1,000,000 library cards, so I'm going to come back once I have Mist to kill Lesser Demon. I don't think there's a good reason to do it now. Also, Soul of Bat Layer 0. Interesting. So it wants me to go back to the second castle, probably. Now that I'm looking at this. Yeah. So we're just going to do that. Back to the second castle. The best part about seeing you guys argue about random RPGs in my chat is like I have zero stake in any of this. Cause like I don't play RPGs. I got nothing to say. Y'all can argue forever. In fact, YouTube comments, let me know your favorite RPG in the comments below, and I will look at that comment and probably have nothing to say. Because I'm like, yeah, probably, I don't know. You're gonna make the dyslexic guy read a bunch of shit? If we're arguing best Dark Souls? I mean... there's no reason to argue that. Let's be real here. Let's be reasonable. SotN is an RPG. It is an action RPG, yeah. Quite literally. Demon Souls? Well, it's not a Dark Souls game. That's the problem. Oh well. How much stuff did I do in the second castle? I felt like I did a lot, but maybe I'm wrong. There we go. Yeah, I did like half of the stuff in the second castle. So not finding progression there is a little unlucky. Yeah, you gotta hit Richter, get him in the bestiary. Everybody knows that. Dude, if I had $1 for every time I tried to do a 100% run in SotN, and then forgot to get a Mudman or a Richter, I'd have like $4. So we need to go to Beelzebub and the caverns. Yeesh. Well, you know what I should do? Also, throw you guys a bone. You've been good today. You get another coin flip. I have all these karma coins in my inventory. Might as well. I've been looking into a lot of just like old Metroidvanias and stuff like that for a video that I'm working on. And there's some interesting stuff from back in the day. Most people, I think when I was doing my research, I was trying to find the first ever Metroidvania. And a lot of people said it's Xanadu, which is like interesting. Because I did find one that is earlier than Xanadu technically, but I'm curious if people will catch on to that or not. I'll kill Beelzebub and actually do the other route, I think. Modified right. This is like the one time I'll actually do it, I think. I've played a little bit of Cave Story. My first was Metroid. A lot of people obviously are like, well, the first Metroidvania must be Metroid, right? Xanadu is a 2D kind of like action platformer dungeon crawler game that is very much, I mean, it's basically a Metroidvania with a lot of like RPG elements. That came out like a year before Metroid. But there's like an adventure platformer game that is pretty much a Metroidvania through and through that came out 2 years before that, almost. But yeah, I was curious if anybody had any interesting underrated Metroidvanias to look into. CV2 is the first real Metroidvania. I'm not. Look, I'm not here to encourage people's delusions. Legacy of the Wizard was one that came up a lot, and Blaster Master also came up a lot in my research. A thing that I never got from Metroidvania is what did Castlevania contribute to the genre? What did Castlevania contribute to the genre? Like the Castlevania series or literally Castlevania the video game? What part of Castlevania the video game or the series? You're not answering my question, because depending on how you answer that question determines how nice I'm going to be to you right now. Because I can give you a snarky answer or an actual answer. And you don't want to see me when I'm snarky. Ooh. I'll do it. The ending Vania. Okay. My question that I will ask you to your question is, are your eyes open? Do you have your eyes open? Are you watching the screen in front of you? The video game I'm currently playing? It must be bait. Surely I'm being baited. Like, where did it come from? It's a fan term created by people who saw the style of non-linear exploration platformers, action platformers, that were popularized by Metroid, particularly Super Metroid, and Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and its, you know, later on Igarashi's other works. I don't need to be Wikipedia for you. You can open Wikipedia on your own. To be fair, most of the mechanics were created by Metroid. CD just popularized it? Okay, you guys are in source. Show me your source right now. Give it to me. As somebody who has been spending hours upon hours upon hours researching this shit, it is insane how wrong those statements are. Metroid was not the first Metroidvania. That's the whole point. That was the start of this conversation. It was not the first. It's important for a lot of reasons. It's very influential because of how popular it was, but it was by no means the first. So it's just SotN that made people call it Metroidvania? Look, bro, like I said, I can't be Wikipedia for you. I wish I could be more helpful. It's a fan-made term that... It's like saying Souls-like. Why do people call Lies of P Souls-like? Because it's like fucking Dark Souls. I don't know. Why do people call Metroidvanias Metroidvanias? Because it's like Metroid and freaking Castlevania. Specifically, the Metroidvania-style ones created by Igarashi, starting with Symphony of the Night. There's like a dozen of these. That's so funny. Again, I might be presumptuous here. I'm definitely being presumptuous. Because not everybody has the information that I have since I've been literally researching this shit. It's just funny that I was asking for recommendations to look into. But, yeah, it's fine. That's crazy that I'm going to be full clearing second castle first. That almost never happens. Castle Troids. Some people do call them Castle Troids, I'm pretty sure, as like a meme. But I think the Wikipedia page actually references Castle Troids. Unironically, but I don't know how that works. SotN wasn't even the first Metroidvania in the Castlevania line of games. I mean, yes, obviously Castlevania 2, whatever. Really, I was being silly? Yeah, but a lot of people, I think, like being silly, and Wikipedia doesn't have sarcasm built into it or whatever. I have no strong feelings about Castlevania 2. Oops. Dude, this guy hits for a lot of damage. Whatever. I forgot that I had double Varda. Should have put that on a while ago. I was like, why am I not killing things? Leapstone was here the whole time. Okay. Whoa. But yeah, I guess the answer I was looking for my question was the stuff I've already researched, so no big deal. I'm just gonna go fast and eat ass like I normally do. Cause like, I don't know. I was just confused how someone gets to that point, but you know, I'm so immersed in Metroidvania knowledge at this point. I shouldn't get so heated about that. I apologize. Should call them exploration adventures. Most people do. Fun fact. In fact, very rarely will a game that is in the Metroidvania genre refer to itself as a Metroidvania. They'll refer to themselves as action-adventure games or adventure platformers. Usually action-adventure platformer. It'll have the moniker of all three. Because Metroidvania, again, it's like a fan-made term. People don't like marketing their game based off of stuff like that. Do that. I do that. Tale as old as time, yeah. But Metroidvania is a better word. People hate Metroidvania as a title or genre name. Same as Souls-like. It's kind of a bad name for a lot of reasons, but it is what it is. The Mummy Demastered. I think I've seen that actually floated around before. I'm going to look into that. Thank you, GKel. It's like how action RPGs became Souls-like for a decade. They still are. We're still in Souls-like territory for sure. Yeah, when people say Metroidvania, they're not referring to Castlevania 1, 2, 3, Super Castlevania 4. Those games are excluded. However, I mean, they still do influence some Metroidvanias. Usually on the indie side of things, but yeah. Long story short, much like music genre names or just anything, art genres, the names are usually just not good or descriptive enough. So, thank you, Chino. Much appreciate the 42 months of support. Hollow Knight is a Souls-like Metroidvania. I mean, don't get me even started on those, yeah. The Soulsification of Metroidvanias as a consequence of Hollow Knight's popularity. I mean, it's not because of Hollow Knight's popularity that we got 10 billion of them necessarily, but it feels that way. No, it's not your fault. I should have been more calm answering the question. I just thought it was funny to wonder why it's called Metroidvania. Because it's because of this game, realistically. This game's legacy is the reason it's called Metroidvania. Oh yeah, I have Leapstone. I'm chilling. Search Action, a better name for Metroidvania. You bring it up with the board. I don't know. Action adventure platformer is kind of the standard, or adventure platformer, realistically, is like the official term that most people will agree with. Like if you go to a Steam page, the fan genre tags will say Metroidvania, but the official tags will not mention Metroidvania because that's not an official genre tag on Steam. I don't know. I mean, Metroidvanias are kind of back, though. Like, as a genre, I was doing research. There's kind of like a dark ages of Metroidvanias in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. There's like a good like 5 years where it's like, unless you are super into some somewhat niche indie Metroidvanias, you don't really have much to play. How do I get the fish? It's just Joel with a capital J. Shadow Complex is like the only good one of the era. As far as like first party Metroidvanias goes, yes, Shadow Complex I think is the only one. You have Shadow Complex Remastered, and then eventually you get what is it? In like 2014, was it? You get what is it? Metroid 2 Samus Returns or whatever. So, did I ever try AM2R? No, I've never tried it. I want to maybe one day, but Ori. I mean, Ori is a fine enough game. I personally wasn't super gripped by it, but I probably need to play it more and get more into it. It's kind of like the whole anime situation where it's like, no. The first 3 hours of cinematic cutscenes is like the setup for like the really cool stuff that happens later on, which is probably true. I don't know. Short attention span, not enough free time, etc., etc. But that's also an indie game, which is not like what I'm talking about. Like I said, if you're into niche indie games, you had things to play during the 2010s. But indie Metroidvanias didn't start like picking up steam until like late 2010s, like 2016, 2017. Like those were still like niche cult classic games for the most part. I think Ori did kind of break a little bit into the mainstream for a tiny subsection of people, but not even close compared to like the indie games that did end up popping off in that era. Like it's definitely no Undertale. It's no Hollow Knight. Yeah, I mean, the first ever indie Metroidvania was literally Cave Story. Wait, is Ori published by... Wait, I have to double check that. I thought Ori was an indie development and also indie published, but if it was published by Microsoft, maybe that's Ori 2 is published by Microsoft, and they picked them up like after... Like Ori... Wasn't there an Ori remastered at some point? Before Ori 2? Am I misremembering? Xbox published both? Oh, then never mind. Then in that regard, I wouldn't refer to them as indie. Yeah, if the original Ori was published by Microsoft, then I guess that would count as a mainstream Metroidvania release. By my definition, at least. So this is a good conversation to have for when I finish the script. What would I do if Konami announced a SotN reboot after the Metal Gear? I mean, I don't know. As long as... I don't know, man. I mean, it would be good for me, probably. Like, financially. To get any amount of hype or buzz around Symphony of the Night or Castlevania at all, considering it's kind of the thing I'm known for better and worse. But will I be like super stoked about it? Personally, probably not. What the fuck is going on? It wants me to do Silver Ring to get missed. No, I can't get missed without... Wait. It can't be Castle Entrance. Oh, it's Holy Glasses. I forgot I had both rings. I just got them. Okay. We're chilling. You know what? Because I can. Five mana prisms, that's more than I need. Oops. Not me failing to clip through the floor. Yeah, I mean, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, is there any way for Konami to make a Castlevania game that isn't going to just be met with... maybe casual Castlevania fans would be excited for it. I have a hard time thinking that, like, I would be excited for it, because I just don't trust them. I don't know. But that could just be me. Yeah, CV 1999 would be freaking nuts. But I think the problem is that they probably don't want to make it because I don't know how the whole licensing and all that works with Igarashi. Is running through faster than Warp to All Rocks? I believe so. Because you have to do the full warp cycle. Maybe with fast warps, it's not faster. With regular warp speeds, I think the route I took is faster. But maybe with instant warps, it's faster to go the other way. They're never going to bring back Igarashi because he's working on his own indie games that are like, you know, trying to live up to the Castlevania legacy. And the whole reason he left is because he didn't want to work with him, so... Nice watermelon cape, thanks. Somebody gifted 5 subs for me to put on the watermelon cape. And by somebody, I mean the lovely, everyone knows and loves Ryan's Chino Kafu, Ryan's Guard, no, Asgani! There's the 5 gifted. There it is. Jesus Christ. Asgani, thank you. I had to read through all the notifications. There's only one place it could be, and I'm hoping it's behind Lesser Demon because I have to kill Lesser Demon. So I'm going to do this. If it's behind, I still have to kill Hippogriff as well. So, you know what? I'm going to keep the library cards on. I simply won't make the mistake of fucking up the library card situation again. Because I have to reverse library card to enter the second castle. After killing Karasamon and Hippogriff. And you're dead. Dude, no. Man. Did I find Spikebreaker somewhere? Am I forgetting it? Oh, God. I don't remember if I found Spikebreaker and skipped it or not. If so, that means I probably want to just go to Silver Ring. To see what I did for selfless thinking, good plan. Mason, are you okay? Oh, there's Spikebreaker. Fuck! It might just be Mason just typed. You know how when you're on your phone and it'll suggest like the middle word or something like that? That sounds like you just typed the auto suggested word over and over and over again. LSD is a wild drug. You can say that again, brother. Yeah, so knowing that Spike Breaker was layer 0, we just are kind of forced to go down here. See, the problem with having dyslexia is that people will write shit like that, and I think that I'm the problem. I'm like, damn, I really can't read this shit today, huh? LSD, large cannabis dabs. Oh, well, you could also do that too. Similar effects. A first-person Metroidvania? I think it's... I don't know. It was here. I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea, but like, meh, shrug shoulders. Yeah, it's like Metroid Prime does exist, and it's like, I don't know if the combat style of Castlevania would fit in first person, but maybe I'm wrong. There is that first person Doom engine Castlevania game that remade the first Castlevania. That shit's fun. I could see that being a Metroidvania, actually. Maybe. Have just like an open level design boomer shooter style game. That could be cool. Like, if it's a little off, it's bad, but a 2D Metroidvania that isn't perfect is still fine. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like 2D Metroidvanias. It's kind of like a pizza. You can fuck it up. But, like, it's kind of hard to fuck up. How did you instant warp? It's a setting in the randomizer to have fast warps on. Okay, it's a cheat. Don't call me a cheater just because I use cheats. Come on. Hey. Be nice to me. Yeah, it's quality of life. It's a quality of life cheat. What am I doing? Reverse library card. And I think I am going to need a mana prism at least once. It's a cheat if you're playing the normal game. If you're playing the randomizer, it's just quality of life. I mean, look, if I had my way of remaking this game, I would have you just pick which warp you want to go to instead of having a warp cycle at all. Because that's basically what they did as soon as they started adding... No, that's not true, actually. They still had the warp cycle in Circle of the Moon, right? It was... Harmony of Dissonance was the first game to let you just pick which location you went to. Although I have no clue how Lament of Innocence... No, Lament of Innocence wasn't like a full-on Metroidvania. Right? It was level-based. So Curse of Darkness would have been the yeah, and Curse of Darkness definitely came out after Harmony of Dissonance. I highly remember Circle of the Moon outside the card glitch. I mean, it's the most important thing to know. Like, they probably sat down and said it's probably easier to make a system where it just like cycles through the locations than it is to like open the map and then have the player choose. Yeah, the music in Curse of Darkness is so good. There's a lot that I like about Curse of Darkness, but then there's also some weird things. Like, the gameplay is weirdly slow. Choosing warp point and portrait is sort of essential. It really is, yeah. Because you can't warp between portraits in Portrait of Ruin in the vanilla game. I think it's like a randomizer quality of life thing, right? It's been a while since I've played Portrait casually. Last time I played Portrait, I was doing speedruns of the game that lasted 9 seconds, 9 minutes. And time. So I clearly was not playing the entirety of the game. GG's.
How?
Cool.
How?
Oh, man. What an interesting seed. It was kind of annoying, but also like, I don't know. There wasn't really much to it. A very chill run. So, coin flip. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's over. There's no way I can get back there in time. Oh no. Hold on. Can I do this?
You have been duped.
No! I have been doomed. Surely I have one in here, right? Well, Medici.com time. Remember, go to Medici.com for all of your coin flipping needs. And that includes you. Wanting to watch me. Watch me, watch me, watch me. Look at this. We can watch me, watch me. Anyways, flip it a coin. It's heads. It's that easy, y'all. Just like it's that easy that you could join the live stream over on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz. I'd love to see you in the live stream. Keep watching the YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Definitely be here the 15th if you can, because that's the front page day, and it'll be a lot of fun. And I'll see you then. Have a good one, YouTube. Bye-bye.